Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
It's not Republicans versus Democrats anymore. This is Virginians standing up against this left, liberal, progressive agenda.
From the day he got into this race, Glenn Youngkin has run a campaign of hatred, division, and fear.
Now at 6, Virginia's next governor will be decided in 3 days, and the stakes couldn't be higher. We're working for you on what both candidates think about Donald Trump's involvement in the race. And a self-defense class teaching women how to fight back. Why teachers hope it ends generational trauma. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us for 10 News at 6. I'm Jenna Zibton. McKinley is off. Virginia's governor race between Republican Glenn Youngkin and Democrat Terry McAuliffe will be decided Tuesday, and a lot of eyes are on the Commonwealth to see who comes out on top. It's the final weekend of campaigning. Former President Donald Trump is hosting a tele-rally the night before the election, but Youngkin is focused on rallying his supporters.
I haven't been involved in that. The teams are talking. I'm not going to be engaged in the teletown hall, but we have more people helping us than you can possibly believe. This is about unity.
While Youngkin is still trying to distance himself from the former president, McAuliffe says the answer is obvious.
No, I mean, Trump is not liked here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. People remember Charlottesville when he failed us that day, horrible day, when he said there were fine people on both sides. Trump, his hate and division, he wants to run again in 2024. I think he wants to use this. Dan is a launch pad for that.
Monday, McAuliffe travels to Roanoke for a Get Out the Vote event. Decision 2021 is now 3 days away, and we're working for you on this race and others in our corner of the Commonwealth. You can stay up to date on all the races on air and online at WSLS.com or by downloading our 10 News mobile app. The G20 summit is underway in Rome, the first in person since the pandemic started. COVID is one of several issues on the minds of world leaders, as well as climate change, supply chain issues, and economic recovery. President Biden has the endorsement from world leaders for a 15% global minimum corporate tax. Experts say the historic agreement could reshape the rules of global economy.
All the things that we're talking about, supply chains, the global minimum tax, inflation, this is all part of a larger change that's taking place right now.
President Biden is also meeting with some leaders to try and restore the Iran nuclear deal. House Democratic leaders are looking at Tuesday for a vote on both economic bills. Legislators say by then both plans could be on the committee floor. If they pass the House, the infrastructure bill would go to Biden's desk for his signature, while the economic bill would go to the Senate for a vote. Turning now to our forecast, we have some spooky conditions ahead of Halloween. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich is here. What can we expect? Is it going to be dry?
Yes, it is going to be dry on Halloween as the trick-or-treaters head out and about. Not spooky outside right now, though we don't have any severe weather, just a couple of showers here or there. The radar showing here at 6:03 that we are seeing a couple of sprinkles, say towards Patrick County, also into eastern parts of Appomattox County, maybe even a couple of little sprinkles, areas of drizzle towards the Roanoke Valley, light showers up towards Allegheny County, but you'll notice more rain out, say, towards Lewisburg in West Virginia. This is heading to the east, and as it does, this could potentially bring a little more rain into folks like Covington, Clifton Forge, Hot Springs, maybe even Lexington here over the next couple of hours or so. Your hourly planning showing that chance for a few showers here as we head throughout the course of the evening. Temperatures at 7 on average in the middle 50s, falling into the lower 50s by around 10 o'clock. Let's show you your Xfinity 500 forecast going on tomorrow in Martinsville. Temperatures in Henry County around 2 p.m. 62. We're dry but breezy. By 4 o'clock at Martinsville Speedway, mostly sunny 65, and you're still looking dry at 6 as temperatures start to cool off a little bit. Simply put, tomorrow we're going to have more sunshine east and a little more cloud cover to the west, especially for the first half of the day. Looking ahead to next week, warm or at least seasonable to start next week. It's going to turn quite chilly by the end of next week, though, and showers will return for us mid to late next week as well. You'll see that coming up in your 7-day forecast in just a bit. Jenna?
Thanks, Jeff. Roanoke police say a man is hurt after a shooting just after midnight. They were notified of a disturbance at the corner of 15th Street and Loudon Avenue Northwest and found a man with a minor gunshot wound. Police believe this happened outside a house along Loudon Avenue, but no arrests have been made. A warning about salad tonight. Dole is recalling garden salads in 10 states, including Virginia, because of a positive listeria test. The FDA says the packages have a best buy date of October 25th and were sold under the names Dole, Kroger, and Salad Classics. No illnesses have been reported, but bacteria showed up during a test in Georgia. We have more details on the specific items included in the recall on WSLS.com. 1 in 4 women in the U.S. have faced domestic violence, according to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. But a self-defense class in Radford designed for women aims to change that. 10 News reporter Alexis Davila is working for you to find out how a few free sessions could be life-changing.
Hands up and feet staggered. Stop! Females young and old can learn how to defend themselves for free. For more than 2 decades, David Trail teaches self-defense classes for women.
At the time I was working for the Radford Police Department, there were some events occurring off campus and in locals in general concerning sexual assaults. And I looked around the area and couldn't find anything specifically for women, and got the idea of, let's try this.
3 years ago, the Radford Rec Center opened their doors for him to teach classes. One of the students was Megan McAllister, a woman who is a survivor of domestic violence.
And I didn't want to ever experience that again. That's super important to me, and I also wanted to make sure that my 15-year-old daughter would never experience it as well.
McAllister says initially the classes triggered moments of PTSD, but now she stands with confidence and beside Trail as another instructor.
When you've experienced something so violent and so traumatic, to be able to look at somebody and say, I went through it, I survived it, I can help you, you can do the same thing, that's huge.
Teaching situational awareness mixed with physical combat. The instructors take time to work with each student one-on-one. Even I got a chance to learn some tips on how to use my force to punch the pad.
There you go.
If you want to try out a class, they start at 2 p.m. every Saturday at the Radford Rec Center. The instructors also host sessions at the Newport Community Center on Fridays. In Radford, Alexis Davila, 10 News, working for you.
After the break, a spooky race to get you in the Halloween spirit. How it's raising money for kids in the Star City.
Local Weather Authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
The Aurora Borealis, aka the Northern Lights, will be visible tonight in locations that normally cannot see them. This is all due to a large solar flare that erupted a couple of days ago, resulting in a strong geomagnetic storm hitting Earth. Weather permitting, of course, the Aurora Borealis can be seen in places like Boston and Minneapolis and could be seen very low on the horizon as far south as our neck of the woods. For us, though, the mountains will likely get in the way of our viewing, unless you are on a mountaintop, if it can be seen at all because of the pesky clouds that we have around right now. I want to show you the radar here at 6:15, and you'll notice that we are seeing still a couple of showers out across the highlands. Certainly more rain towards West Virginia, and with this moving to the east, certainly looks like places like Covington, Clifton Forge, maybe even Newcastle will be in line for some light to moderate showers here over the course of the next 60 to 90 minutes. Now, the satellite and radar composite regionally showing that high pressure is trying to get in here. It's trying its best, and it's going to get in here as we head into the day tomorrow. And that means as we head into Halloween, our weather is indeed going to dry out. Now, I want to show you future tracker, and that chance for a few showers will linger here as we head throughout the course of the overnight. I do think that the best chance to see these couple of showers will be in the mountains. I think farther to the east, you're going to be pretty dry. Heading into the day Sunday, you're going to see more sunshine east and more cloud cover west, especially in the morning. But even if you awaken to clouds out west tomorrow morning, you're going to start to see more sunshine by around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And if there is a stray leftover shower early tomorrow, the highest probability to see that will also be towards our westernmost counties. Now, as we head into Sunday night, we're going to be partly cloudy. And then on Monday, it looks like we're going to have more sunshine than cloud cover in all of our backyards. Halloween extremes. Let's talk about how hot we've been, how cold we've been on Halloween. The warmest we've ever been in Roanoke for a Halloween was 83 back in 1950. Coldest was 27 degrees in 1917. And the wettest Halloween we ever had was close to 3 inches of rain back in 1921. None of those extremes headed our way tomorrow. It looks like we're having temperatures here by around 3 o'clock, likely in the 60s. Now, by the time the kids really head out trick-or-treating, 6, 7 o'clock, temperatures will likely fall into the 50s. Not too spooky out there. Just know that it is going to be breezy for us as we head into the day on Sunday. Temperatures right now stand 48 in Wytheville, 58 in Lynchburg, 59 in Danville. It's 48 in Hot Springs. Now, the winds stand anywhere between about 3 and 10 miles per hour. Wind's not much of a factor outside for us. Strongest wind west at 10 in Hot Springs. But as I told you, those winds will strengthen as we head into Sunday. Halloween again going to be breezy. We're looking at sustained winds tomorrow. 8 to 16 miles per hour, gusting over 20 to 25 miles per hour from roughly 10 a.m. through about 7 p.m. For tonight, few mountain showers still possible. We're mild, some patchy fog possible too. Overnight lows tonight between about 45 and 51. For the day tomorrow, more sun east, more clouds west. I think even the mountains are going to see increasing sunshine, though. Breezy, highs in the mountains 50s to near 60. Outside the mountains tomorrow, 62 to 69. Monday's dry, maybe a stray shower as you head into Tuesday, especially north of Highway 460. Wednesday dry, and then chance for rain as we head into Thursday and Friday. Notice temperatures next week start in the middle 60s, but Jenna, look at that high on Thursday. Oh boy, the 40s. The 40s for highs.
Oh, goodness. It is fall. Closer to winter.
And by then we're in November.
Yeah. Let's concentrate on the fact that Halloween is nice. Last year, we were like running through rainstorms.
Yes.
So I'll take a nice Halloween.
And it's about time for this pattern to break, and it's going to break just in time for Halloween. So consider ourselves lucky, right?
So we'll focus on that.
You got it.
Not the 40s.
You got that right.
Eric, what do you think about the 40s?
Rather cold, but hey, coming up next in sports, who's been hot? VMI football. Could they complete the comeback with Sanford? Liberty tries to extend its home win streak, speaking of hot. And in Hotlanta, the Hokies try to snap their 3-game losing streak. That and more next in sports. ODAC scores. WNL takes down Emory Henry on the final play of the game, 30-28. Ferrum all over Guilford for their 3rd ODAC win of the season.
The weather's looking good for tomorrow, too.
It is. It's looking great. I just wish, Eric, he gave us his rendition of Beat It.
I know.
I'd like to hear Thriller or Billie Jean or something like that.
Coming up tonight at 11, Eric?
Oh, that's a lot of pressure. I don't know.
You can do it. Yeah, the weather tomorrow looks very, very nice. It looks like on Sunday we're looking at highs in the low to mid 60s. I think tomorrow is going to be a day where you have some clouds in the morning towards the mountains, more sunshine towards Lynchburg and the south side. Maybe a stray shower early tomorrow, but the rest of the day is dry. Monday's dry too. Best chance for rain over the next 7 days will probably be Thursday.
Okay, we will all be back tonight at 11. Meanwhile, NBC Nightly News is next. Have a great night.